Foley here. I'm just cleaning some of my collection. As you guys may or may not know, the guys from Inner Space are going to be coming to interview me for Trekyards, a piece on the Trekyards web series. Sometime in at the end of March, I think it's March 30th that they're coming. So I need to get this stuff cleaned and dusted. Since I got so much of it, it's kind of something I do like once a year, if that, sometimes. It's very hard to keep clean and to stay dusted. So hey Barrett, Max, Patrick, hey everybody. Oh, my hair's awful. Anyway, yeah, I'm just cleaning my collection today because got the television crew from Inner Space coming on March 30th to interview me. They want to do some shots of the collection and stuff, so a lot of it is quite dusty. I've already done some of it and thought I might as well share with you guys. That's why I came on to the Trekyard, or to the Facebook Live. But I've already done this over here. Got all this cleaned up. Everything dusted and clean. So yeah, I thought I would, why not do some of it and chat with you guys in the process. Hey Sean, hey Ash, how's it going? Hey Steven. All right, so like I said, if you missed it, if you just got here, the people from Inner Space, probably Teddy Wilson is going to be coming on March 30th to talk to me about the Star Trek web series, Trekyards, which we do. And they want to get some shots of, they want to interview me here and get some shots of the collection, so I got to dust it. So, and you can't really see all the stuff I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing stuff on these shelves right now. And then I got to take all this off, dust it all individually. And then, yeah, look how dusty some of this stuff is. So I've got to dust all this stuff individually, put it back, rearrange it. What I usually do when I do my cleaning of my collectibles is I pull everything off the shelf. Generally, I'll put it on the bed or somewhere else, and then dust each piece and put it back in order. I usually change the way it appears every once in a while. And I apologize, guys, if I can't get to your comments or questions when I'm doing this. I just need to get this kind of finished and done. So if you don't mind me talking, how long does it take? Usually takes a good 5-6 hours. All the Star Trek stuff and this I can usually do in a day, like 2 or 3 hours. And then all the Transformers over here is probably another 2 or 3 hours, which I tend to do the following day. And usually what I do when I do the dusting of all this stuff is I will go to the dollar store and buy little watch batteries, because a lot of things need watch batteries. A lot of things need AAAs or AA's. And while I'm dusting, I'll replace the batteries in each of them so that the batteries don't go bad. I'm not going to do that this time. I did that last year, so most of the batteries should still be good. I don't use this stuff a lot. It's just when people come over and I want to show them or whatever. So yeah, I think the batteries should all still be good. So we're gonna start down here. I'll show you some of this stuff as I'm cleaning it too. Here's my Starfleet Academy ring. Got the little United Federation of Planets symbol on the side there. The Delta, and it says Starfleet Academy. This I got from Star Trek Las Vegas Convention 2013. This was Deep Space Nine's 20th anniversary gold coin. I actually have 2 of them. It's not actually gold, I don't think, but here is, this is the 30th? Yeah, 30th anniversary pewter phaser. Made by the Franklin Mint for Star Trek. It's got pewter with gold electroplated parts. Yes, we have dollar stores in Canada. What kind of question is that? Here's the stand for the phaser. I'm sitting here writing and listening to you after I turned off Spotify. I'm more important than Spotify. I'm easier to listen to. I doubt that very much, Jack. Communicator. This is one of the Art Asylum ones. I got my little tricorder gizmo. This is the science scanner. I don't do good tricorder noise. My brother Steve does a fantastic one. And here's my Sciences tricorder. So yeah, I'm not sure what to expect when the guys from Space come over to, or Inner Space, to interview me. I watch Space all the time. Like, I know the kind of style they have, but I've never been interviewed for TV before. Well, I was once, kind of, but that doesn't really count. I'm not going to get into that right now. So yeah. And actually, I need to go into the other room for a minute, so I will need to leave you guys for just a second, but you can stare at my collection while I'm gone. The tip of my phaser broke off, and this is probably broken off like 50 times by now over the course of its lifetime. It's very piss poor design on Franklin Mint's part, but it is what it is. I'm gonna go glue this back on. I'll be right back. In the meantime, just enjoy the collection, I guess. I guess I could take you with me. Do you want to go with me? The sash, Josh. The sash is awful. It's not as good as I expected. I can use it, and I'm probably going to, but I need to make some improvements to it, I think. But I'll maybe put the sash on. We'll see. People are... Oh, they want to come. Okay, I'll take you in the other room. That's fine. People are going to be wondering about this sash thing. For Wonderfest in June, I do the Iron Modeler competition. I'm the chairman of the Iron Modeler, and the host. So what we have is a jacket that has a lot of pins on it. So like a military jacket, but it's too small for anybody to wear. It's built for a smaller frame person. I don't mean fat. I don't mean gut. I mean just in the shoulders in general. It's too bulky. Or it's too small, sorry. My shoulders are too bulky, so it's very hard to wear. So we're gonna change it from the military jacket that people have been using for like, I don't know, like 5-6 years now, to a sash that has all the pins that were on the jacket on the sash. So that's where we're gonna go. But I gotta go in the other room here and get this phaser fixed, so come with me, my friends. And ignore the mess. Like I said, I'm cleaning up, and this is just their... There we go. And this area you guys might recognize a little bit. It's kind of the Trekyards area. You're on my model table right now. Just a little bit of CA glue, which is like super glue. I'll use it for model building, but yeah, okay. A boring day in the life of Captain Foley, everyone. Yay! There she's back on. Looking straight and true. Almost. Every time I clean this thing breaks off. Every fucking time. Because it's like a clear resin or plastic piece that they've seeded into metal, gold electroplate, and it just doesn't hold well. It's a shitty design. And of course, me with my OCD and perfectionism, I gotta get everything straight, so it's a major pain in the ass. All right. All right, all right, all right. So let's go into the other room again. Say bye, Trekyards Central Command. Goodbye. So yes, there we go. We're back out here. Oh, and just, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I've got videos of this on the channel. If you go back to some of the older videos, I showed off. But the Phaser 2 comes off, or the Phaser 1, sorry. It's got a rotatable dial. And it's like a felt thing in here, but I had to put some Velcro in there to hold this on, because it always slid off. So the Franklin Mint had some great pieces, but some of them are kind of poorly designed. But I love the Franklin Mint stuff overall. Alright, so let's go on to the next shelf. We've got my newly acquired Deep Space Nine Hallmark ornament with the shitty speaker. And the little ships. We also have my another one of my Hallmark ornaments. This is the Enterprise that doesn't light up, the 1701D. This is for the 25th anniversary of Star Trek TNG a few years ago. So there's the 25-year base. This thing just plugs onto it.
Space.
And then you got
the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship.
It'd be cooler if these lit up.
It's continuing.
I do have the light up Enterprise D Hallmark ornament, which is right here.
New civilizations.
This is on my tree every year. So anyway, there's that. And like I said, it would have been cooler if that one lit up. This is another Hallmark ornament one. This one's really nice. This one's also on my tree every year because it comes off the stand. It does light up, but only when it's on the base. So you plug it into the base. This is one of my favorite ornaments. It's perfect. And the glow stays on for a little while. All right. So yeah, guys, sorry I'm not really reading your questions and stuff. Keep asking though, just in case I get the chance. This is a lot more fun to talk to somebody when I'm cleaning this than just do it by myself. Here, I got this from my friend Noel. He sent me this with a bunch of other stuff. This is a pin for All Good Things, 1987 to 1994. All Good Things pin. And this here is one of my favorite pieces of my collection. And again, guys, most of this stuff I've done videos on in the past, so if you want to look anything up, look up the keywords on YouTube, Trekyards, and then whatever you wanted to look up. And I just dropped something. Fuck. Pardon my language. My three-dimensional chess set, my TOS style one. There's a TNG style one as well. We're gonna find this piece. There it is. We'll look at all the pieces individually and then I'll set it back up. So here's the little pawns, and these are gold electric, gold plated, blah 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 blah. English, Stuart, speak it. Here's the book, Star Trek, the official Star Trek tri-dimensional chess set, and it again, this is from the Franklin Mint, and this shows you how to set up the board. Has basic instructions. Me and my brother play three-dimensional chess all the time. Picture of Spock and Kirk with the big board. some strategy, beginning the game, playing the game rules, and then that's it for the book. But yeah, so got all the little pawns here. They are all the same, obviously. Wait till I get my other Star Trek chess set. So yeah, guys, thanks for joining me. Can you play? Yes, I can play. I know how to play three-dimensional chess. It's actually pretty fun. It's a little challenging, but it is hard to learn how to play 3D chess. Was the TNG one any less or more difficult? TNG is exactly the same, just the board is designed more of a TNG style, and the pieces are a little bit different. Love all the primes in the background. Have you ever played D&D, sir? Played D&D once or twice in high school, but not really. And all the primes. Prime was my favorite character growing up. I never had one as a kid for some reason. Never got that toy, but I've since made up for that because I got 2 shells of Optimus Primes. Here's the Rook. And the Queen. The King. Other Rook. The Knights are one of my favorite pieces for this set. The Knights look really nice. Knights. And then we got the Bishops with their funny little hats. Hey Gene, how's it going? How many people are here? 13. Oh. It's kind of disappointing. I usually get more people than that for it's a bad time of day to be doing it though, I suppose. But we'll upload this later and people can watch it. So there's the other Knight. So that's all the gold pieces. Now we got the silver, which is the same, the silver pawns. Yeah, everyone's at work, including me. You're watching me at work? Ooh, that's bad. Don't get in trouble. Thanks, Jack. Have any of you checked out the captain's log today? I show off my new Foley class Dreadnought. Getting a lot of positive feedback and stuff from it. A few negative comments, but starship design in Star Trek is one of the most polarizing things. You can never make everyone happy. They either love it or they hate it. And then eventually people that hate it tend to love it, which is odd, but yeah, all of the silver pieces are exactly the same as the gold, just silver, obviously. Hello, it's okay. I'm the boss and we are so slow. That's good. I don't want you guys getting in trouble because of me. That would just suck balls. Love the ship. The third nacelle system is a brilliant question. Does it have, oh my god, to go to Starbase to reattach? No, it doesn't. I haven't seen them pulling my F-20 engine apart today. Just taking lunch. Will there be a way for us not in Canada to watch your interview? Yes, they're going to be giving us we get a digital version of it that we can use as we see fit for personal use or whatever. I'll be posting it on the Trekyards page, I'm sure. At least I think it'll be in a format that we can do that with. But it'll teach you for not living in Canada. Oh, hey dude, wanted to mention, really enjoyed the Trekyards about the USS Titan, just watched it. Oh, thanks. The Stuart Foley class Dreadnought is an amazing design. She makes the Star Empire look like gach. Are you going to write stories about it? Probably not. Probably not. I'll leave that to all you fine folk to do that kind of thing. Yeah, this gold's really lost its shine. So anyway, this is the 3D chess set. Nice glass boards. And this is the TOS one. Like I said, there is a TNG one. Basically the same thing, same size, everything. But the shape of this is different. It's not so circular. Bye, Gene. I'm going to be posting this later so you can watch the rest of it. One thing with 3D chess, if you look at the boards exactly from the top, they basically make one chessboard. So if you're looking at the board from the top, you can see which piece is which. This piece, this square, is the exact same as this square. So you can't, if you have a piece on this square already, and you want a piece from here to go past it, you need to stop on that square on one move underneath your other piece, then you can proceed forward on the next turn. I could go through the rules for you guys, but it would take a little bit of time. These are attack boards. They are removable, and they have little pins and pegs, and they go here. So you can use, if there's one piece on the attack board that's your piece, you can actually move the whole attack board as one of your moves. The way these are designed, they just slide in. The original 3D chess, they were designed to go upside down as well, so to add even more dimensionality. These don't really stick in that well to do that, especially with a piece on them. So you kind of have to modify the rules as you go along. But anyway, that is. I gotta wipe the shelf. Took all this stuff off the shelf just so I could dust the shelf and the stuff, and I forgot to dust the shelf. So you got a brief, really brief, not even Cliff Notes version of how to play three-dimensional chess. All right, now I got to put everything back on the board. Going through the rules of 3D chess is probably the entire episode of Trekyards. Yeah, it would be. Like I said, me and my brother play it all the time, so I wouldn't mind really going, when I'm over at his place next, probably doing a video on it, how to play it. I think that might make for a really excellent episode, or captain's log at the very least. Sorry, just setting the board up here. I'll show you guys how it looks when it's all set up in a second. But yeah, my brother actually built his own 3D chessboard when he was in high school, which was forever ago. I was so young when I first saw it, and he just taught me how to play, so I did learn at a young age, which was nice. My brother is a huge Spock fan, so he knows all about, he even made a Vulcan lyre, the harp thing that Spock plays, made one of his own. Which I did film for an episode, one of my captain's logs quite a while ago, but the footage got corrupted when I was editing it. Showed off a bunch of my brother's collection when I was over there. Is it somewhat difficult to learn? If you know how to play chess, it's not very difficult to learn. It's pretty simple. There are a few rules that, like I said, there's a few different versions of how you can play it to simplify it a little bit. You can make it pretty complicated, but there's no sense in doing that kind of stuff, in my opinion anyway. You can have a pretty simple, enjoyable game of chess. And why make it difficult, you know what I mean? Alright, so let's get this stuff set up, and I'll show you the shelf as it'll look. Alright, there we go. Good stuff. So there it is, all set up and clean. So yeah, if you like 3D chess, you know, you got to focus on the 3D chessboard there. But you know, it's a fun game, and I'm really happy with the Franklin Mint chessboard there. So these two shelves clean now. Phaser's fixed. I'm going to move on to some of this stuff now. As you can see, there's quite a lot of it. But I'll need to readjust the camera here somewhat to get a better view for you guys. So just bear with me. Un moment. You get to see everything, my phaser wall and everything as I'm setting up the legs on this tripod. Hopefully this isn't boring for you guys. I'm just, like I said, it's a lot more enjoyable to kind of do this with somebody here to talk to than it is to do it by myself. And be all alone. So lonely. So lonely. Alright, there we go. Okay. Here's some of the stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it all off, set it over here, clean it, put it back, and try to organize it in a sensible fashion. Sometimes I do all the shelves, take them all off at the same time, but as you can see with those figures and stuff up there, they have to be displayed in a pretty logical way. Otherwise it doesn't look good. I have to have the higher stuff at the back, and it's just a real major pain in the ass. I hate doing this, I really do, but it's something that has to be done, obviously. So yeah. Boring? Nope. Good. Impressive. Most impressive. Just tape down everything and use a leaf blower. You know, I've tried using compressed air, and you're right, if it was taped down it'd be fine, but everything falls over. Compressed air would be so nice after a full dusting to just come in and give it a quick spray every once in a while, but everything falls over. And that would, just a quick spray once in a while would prevent everything from, like, you know, getting thick coated with dust. But unfortunately that doesn't work. It's very sad state of affairs. Alright, here we go, guys. I had the Playmates First Contact Enterprise E, but I disassembled it. This one, which is kind of like the prototype Enterprise E. Yeah, I want to get the Art Asylum one, the Enterprise E, because it's freaking awesome. And here, down here, I have the Playmates TOS Enterprise. See, check this out. I thought the nacelles on this lit up. Anyway. Alright, time to start moving stuff. My Migo my Mega Blocks, sorry. D7. I love this thing. This is a fantastic kit. If you get an opportunity to pick one up, do it. They're not very expensive, but they're certainly well worth it. Don't worry, I'm going to show you guys this stuff as we go along. And put it back. Maybe you drop something and then you like lose a part of it. You can't find it. That's why it's lost, I guess. Sorry if I'm not talking, guys. I just got to get this stuff off of here and then we can have a civilized conversation. Got a lot of ships, as you can see. Ships are kind of my thing, don't you know? Just so you guys know, see this chess set? This is the 25th anniversary Frank Limit chess set, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Fantastic set. I've done a video on it. Like I said, go to YouTube, type in Trekyards chess set. You'll come up with the video where I show this off, as well as the 3D one as well. But this is fantastic. It's got enough room here to put the base for my 350 refit. So when my 350 refit Enterprise is built, it's going to fill this whole space. It's going to be lit up. It's going to be fantastic. But got to get it built. But it does have a space. It does have a home. When the time comes. I don't know if you can see the dust layer. Oh, you can. Wow, that's awful. My favorite design. Ships are my thing too. I was fixing to go live myself and saw that you were live, so I had to come see my captain. Well, thank you, Jay. If you go live a little bit later after I'm done, I'll see if I can pop on and check it out. See this? I don't keep many things in packages, but this one is somewhat of an exception. This is, of course, Dax from Trials and Tribulations, but it's labeled Captain Benjamin Sisko. Is what a devastator. Where? Over here? Patrick, what devastator? Where? I do have a devastator, but he's over here behind me on the shelf, which you can't see. I don't think you can see it. Down there? Yeah, it's devastator down there. Alright. Now look at the before and after, eh? Whew. I'll show you how long it's been since I've cleaned this. It's just such a pain in the ass to move everything. If I could just use compressed air or whatever, trust me I would. Like, look at this dust. It's embarrassing, actually. Hold on a second, guys. I was fixing, oh. I just got to clean this off. I'll be right back. worry, I'm still here. Talk amongst yourselves. All right. So of course we got the Art Asylum NX01. And this is before the days when Art Asylum, all you had to do was hold this down for the lights to stay on, so this one doesn't have that feature. And we got the TOS Art Asylum one, Diamond Select.
All of Mr. Football.
Should do reviews on these. I see a lot of people doing reviews on these ships. I think I should do some. Anyway, you hold this down. You do. You hold it down. If you hold it down long enough, which I didn't do, the lights come on and just stay on with no sound effects. It's actually a really great model. This isn't the HD one. The HD version with the grid lines and the rust ring is kind of for me. I do prefer grid lines on my TOS Enterprise, but this one I prefer over the HD one. I would love to get an HD version at some point, but I can kind of imagine you painting the display area to look like a TOS console. You can imagine that? I can't. I'm just kidding, of course I can. Here's the Art Asylum refit, which apparently needs new batteries. Oh, that's a shame. I gotta replace the batteries in this thing. Enterprise A. And we got the big boy, the Enterprise D. Again, it looks like it's going to need batteries too. Shoot. You know, antenna cells are on. The saucer separates, of course. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the saucer separation episode we did for Trekyards. But yeah, there you go, Enterprise D. And this is the Enterprise E, First Contact Enterprise E. That was done by Playmates. But as you can see, the nacelles are all wonky, weird. It's only got one impulse engine instead of the two. This was like an early version that they got their hands on, like one of John's production sketches. Nobody's saying anything. Is everybody like, oh, there we go. That's cool. She's my favorite out of all the Enterprises. Which one? But anyway, this one is very inaccurate. Like, very inaccurate. It's actually kind of ugly. Trekyards has given me a family where I can feel at home as a child. Oh, that's good, man. Love hearing that. Yeah, here's the Playmates one. Kind of shit when you think about it. But alright, so next up is my deck plans for the Enterprise A. All 24 decks, charted in fantastic 1270 DPI detail. How long is this? I don't even know how long we've been filming for. Don't want to make it too long. So let's go there. This here is my certificate of authenticity Star Trek dilithium crystals that I got from Chris Doohan, which is of course James Doohan's son. The crystals over there with my 350 Enterprise, but signed by Chris Doohan that they were genuine dilithium crystals. So here's my Star Trek DAC game, which is the JJ game. Not the best. And my Star Trek Tactical Assault for the Game Boy. Not the Game Boy, wow. Nintendo DS. All right. Getting too old for this shit. My legs are starting to get sore. I actually have the TMP blueprints. Oh, that's cool. And of course, here is my Enterprise C model, which I built and painted with my own little hands, my own two little hands. One of my favorite ships now. I used to hate the Ambassador class, as I've said many times. But then after I built the model, this is a fantastic design. It really is. There's only one improvement I would make. I would move or add an impulse engine up here, because there's kind of an empty, wasted space on the back there. All right. You're all like, what's that noise, man? It's breaking shit. Well, I assure you I'm not breaking stuff. I'm just clearing off my 25th anniversary chessboard. Here's the inside of the chessboard. It's all felt. They got pockets for all of the pieces. Bad TOS Enterprise. Bad. Done there. Here's the actual game board. Beautiful. Glass. It's got a little, it's three-dimensional because it's got like this much space between the glass and the blue plate underneath, which is like a star field. Like I said, guys, go to YouTube if you want to find out more about this stuff. I've made videos on all of this, so go check it out. Type in Trekyards as your keyword, Trekyards and chess set, and these will come up, and I show them in great detail. Better lighting. My brother's got this chess set as well, and the table that it comes with a table with like a clear tube up the middle, so it looks like it's floating. I forgot the Ambassador class could separate. Yeah. All right, so let's go through the pieces. Now these are gold and silver as well, with the little crystal bases, which are very cool. And again, this is all done on the other video where I show this off. You got the Klingon D7, which is silver, so it's tarnished. I gotta polish it up, but from the side it looks like one of the D6s from FASA with the thicker neck. We got Romulan Commander as one of the knights. Again, tarnished. It's supposed to be silver. One of the bishops is, can't remember his name, this guy from And the Children Shall Lead. This one's a very heavy piece. It's solid. We got the Queen, who is the Romulan commander from the Enterprise incident. Looking very sexy. Nice statue. I'd like to see a bigger version of this. Gorgon, thank you. Here's her. And who do you guys think the king would be for the bad guy's side? Of course, it's Khan Noonien Singh sitting in Kirk's chair. Got the Delta, but it's the TOS Khan. Still got 13 viewers. I'm impressed. I wouldn't have stuck around to watch me. This guy is from the Empath. Day of the Dove. No, not Day of the Dove. What? With Gem or I can't remember. Damn it. He's of course another pawn. Just a second, guys. I dropped something here. Another one of the dust ball there. This is the other one of the other knights. This is the Gorn from Arena. The Empath, yeah, that's the one I think. He's standing on a Delta as well. And of course the other Rook is just another Klingon D7. Actually, I'm doing these the wrong way, but that's okay. Just turn it. Okay, and now the pawns. All of the pawns are exactly the same. I'm curious, have you ever read Ashes of Eden comic? Well, yeah, I've read the novel too. Yes. All of the pawns are the same. They're little Klingons with their little disruptor pistols. Sorry guys, hope it's not boring. I'm trying to talk as much as I can, but also want to get this done in a reasonable, timely manner. Those Klingon bastards killed my son. Klingon bastards. I swear to you, we're not through yet. So yes, now we're going to get on to the good guy side. So I don't know if you count these as the black pieces or the white pieces. I would think white, but white's generally the good guys. The good guy pieces are gold instead of silver. Again, with the same crystals on the bottom. So we got the Rook, which is the Enterprise. The crystal. We got one of the knights is Mr. Scott wearing his kilt, and he's got a little phaser. I think it's a phaser. Yeah, it looks like a phaser 2, handheld phaser. Sorry guys, I'm still here, don't worry. We got our first bishop, which is McCoy with his little pad and his little medical scanner. Next up, we've got the Queen, Sulu. I'm just kidding. The Queen is Uhura. That joke was a joke in bad taste. I apologize. There's Uhura with a little earpiece in and the little pad as well. Damn it, Stuart, I'm a doctor, not a bishop. Hey, don't tell me, man. I didn't make the pieces. The King, of course, is the one and only Captain James T. Kirk, sitting in his command chair, wearing his dress uniform, no less. The next bishop is Spock, doing his salute. I'm actually going to change these around a bit. McCoy over that side and Spock here, because we always know that Spock is on Kirk's right. And I know everything's mirrored for you guys, so once I upload this to YouTube, though, I will mirror it so it's the right way. The next knight is Sulu with a phaser. And then lastly, not lastly, but the Rook is another Enterprise. Then all of the pawns are all the same, again, like the other side, but these are all red shirt security officers holding phasers. I think after this shelf is done, I'm going to call it a wrap for today's video, guys. It's getting a little long. The last thing I want to do is bore you fine folks. Those poor red shirts. I know, right? But the board shines now. It looks really nice now that it's clean. Of course, I'm wiping each piece off individually to make sure it's nice and shiny. The silver pieces for the bad side I'm going to have to polish, but I currently have one of these solar powered rotatable things in the middle here. Like I said, when my 350 refit's built, the base is the perfect size to just fit right in there so that the ship can sit there. Next up is my Corgi Enterprise, which was given to me by a friend of mine named Noel. And it's awesome. It's got the little Starfleet Delta there as the base. And it fits perfectly on this. If the lights were a little brighter, it would actually turn the ship, but let's see what else we got here. Got these mugs. Got my Captain Kirk mug. It's got a bunch of miscellaneous Star Trek cards in it. There's a Kelvin card. my photo op thing with Shatner. Star Trek Next Generation card game. An old Delta I made when I was a kid, with a pin on the back, taped to the back so I could wear it on my shirt. Back when I had no money, because I was just a kid. Next up is one of my Enterprise mugs with random feet and legs in it, and hands, and all the accessories from all the Diamond Select figures. One of my watches. Don't be doing that now. Don't be doing that now, you hear? Punk. Son of a bitch. Sorry guys, I tend to swear a lot when nobody's watching me, so I apologize. Doesn't make me a bad person, I promise. But that's fine. Okay. Next up is my pewter refit Enterprise from the Franklin Mint. Unlike the TOS one, this one isn't that fantastically great. I do love the TOS one, the TOS D7 and the TOS Romulan Bird of Prey, but this one's, it's alright. The engines are a little wonky. They're a little heavy because they're pewter, so they do bend down. The struts are very thin. But yeah, that is what it is. Next up is this one. I'm not sure the company that makes this one. I don't recall. I know they've got, this is like a ceramic almost. Like a stoneware of some kind. I think they've got a, again, the engines aren't straight, which pisses me off to no end, but it's got like the Generations Delta there. I'm just reading the Go Click Like, everyone. Hey Jamie, how's it going? This one has the red balls on the back, which is kind of odd, but oh, here it is on the bottom. Molded by Craig Honorowitz and Rob Mendel. This is sculpt number 112 of 2500. So, pretty neat like. Here's my TOS Romulan Bird of Prey from the Franklin Mint. That is beautiful. I love these ones. There's the bird on the bottom. Black. And red crystal cabochons and gold accents. Beautiful, beautiful ship and model of it. Oh my goodness. Here's a D7 model I built like forever ago when my model building skills were negligible at best. Got a nice big seam there that should be filled, but one of the best parts of this model, honestly, is the stand with the Klingon symbol. But Yeah, kind of an embarrassment. First we got the Mega Bloks D7, which I'm going to put there actually. Again, guys, sorry. Hope I'm not boring you to death. It's not my intention. Got my little Enterprise B with the Nexus ribbon. Don't know where this is from. A friend of mine gave it to me, but this is number 9,000 or 5,957 out of 24,000. So, not like super limited or anything, but. And of course, are all the little things from running press. Got the phaser, the ship, the communicator, and the shuttlecraft Galileo. These are just the boxes with the little books in them. The actual ships and stuff are in the other room. But yeah. Those there. Little Borg cube model. Well, it's the Johnny Lightning series, I think. And other than that, we got this little wooden Ares model that I got from Alec Peters when I was down in LA. Comes with the USS Ares little information plaque, and then the tip of the spear Ares stand. There. Got my little Galileo shuttlecraft from the old kit, the old Enterprise A kit from Star Trek V. Excelsior micro machine with the really weird curled up bottom saucer bit. I know, Stuart, you're not a fan of the Enterprise or the Excelsior. So what's up? I know, right? Because I'm not a fan of it doesn't mean I don't want it in my collection. Next up is the Enterprise D micro machine. TOS Enterprise. Vorcha class. And my Dideridex micro machine. Oh man. These you guys have all seen on the Christmas tree every year. We got the Katinga Hallmark ornament. The Trekyards Hallmark ornament. Little Galileo shuttlecraft ornament. Voyager. These all light up. These are all in the Trekyards Christmas tree every year. We got the Defiant. Hey Shia. Welcome aboard. The Hallmark ornament. And then the Enterprise E. And the Klingon Bird of Prey. All Hallmark ornaments. Those actually are not going back where they were initially. I need to change some things up here to make room, so yeah, I don't know exactly. This is where having a live stream is kind of a pain because I don't know what I want to do exactly with these, and I don't want you all thinking that I'm boring trying to figure it out. Glass case. Yes, I need a glass case, Shia. Or Shy. Shia? Shy? Con? What do you want me to call you, Shia? Yeah, I'm going to have to find a new home for those. I don't know where I'm going to put those right now, but so that's that part done. Next up is all these shelves, but I'm not going to do these today. I am going to give you guys and myself a break, and maybe tune in tomorrow for part 2, where I'll clean up that stuff and then move on to my Transformers and stuff over here, and my Star Wars stuff. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me and for watching me clean my collection. It's been fun, and see you guys soon. Probably tomorrow. I don't know what time, but check in. Okay, Shy. I'll just try to I'll try to let you know what time we're going to be filming. I don't know for sure, even if I'll film part 2 of this. But anyway, guys, thanks, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.